Hello and welcome to a new football manager save just on the channel. We're going to take control of FC Sochi for the time being and see how things work out. As you can see at the minute, I've been given a contract for a year with £4,000. That's Russian Premier League, so don't really know what the standard there is. I know I'm expected to, if I view the competitions, I'm expected to finish in the relegation playoff, which I think is the bottom two, I think. Is the playoff? Yep. Playoff, and relegated. And not really sure what way it works, to be honest with you. I think for the playoff, they play each or a team that first division plays a team in the Premier Division, and then the winner of each tie plays. And I think the winning team overall is in the Premier League the following season, so see what way it works out if I come to it. But just going through here now, Milanovic is right. Might need to have a look at him. Serbian centre back, worth keeping, I reckon, to be honest with you. And his expires at the end of May. That is. Tactics, leave that for the time being. Club Vision, finishing the relegation playoff, reach the 6th round of this cup. We enter the 5th round, so win a match in it. Following season is become an established Russian Premier League team and just work our way up the top half. Work our way up to being the top half team. That's alright, they'll not be arguing with it. So the only thing is same players under age of 23 for the first team. I don't really know. Saying under the age of 23 in January would have been fine, but for the first team, we'll see how it works out though in the long run. We're alright pre-season. I'll organise that all for the next episode anyway, so we'll see how it works out. This is just going to be an introduction basically to the teams what is, and don't really see that. This is the whole idea of the challenge. Is there's the facilities here is terrible, so they are. If I can find it, club info facilities. The stadium's alright. The stadium's actually the one in Sochi from the World Cup. So we have 45,000 seater stadium. So it's owned by the council, and we're paying 487,000 a year. It's a flat fee, so we don't have to pay upkeep or anything for it, so there's positives and benefits to it, Pitch is perfect, top corporate facilities, but everything else is terrible. Poor training, poor data analysis, basic youth, fairly basic academy coaching, and fairly basic youth recruitment. This is the whole idea of the challenge, is that we're crap facilities wise at the minute, and I hope to sort of build that up over time. Affiliate clubs, playing in the same division would terminate the link between Zenit and Sochi. Apparently not, for we're in the same division, so now we'll see how it works out. I'm not really going to go through the history of Sochi here now. There's a clip in this video. You either will have seen it or it's at the end, which explains it better than I made. So I'll throw it in, and it sort of goes through the whole idea, the whole history of, the basic history of Sochi, the city, and the idea behind the team. So we'll just flick through the squad here now. Seems alright so far. This fella, Christian Naboa, is 34. He's the highest paid player in the team, apparently, so he is. Deep line playmaker, shoots from distance, dictates tempo, tries long range passes, and likes ball played in the feet. He's alright. He's 34, but then physicals will go fairly quickly. So he will, or so they will. He's come from Zenit. There we are. That explains it. And we'll just, wouldn't be a bad idea to look at the Russian league now, see any strange rules about it. There is 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw. 16 teams. Teams play each other twice, so that's all normal. League sorting rules, results between teams. Games won, goal difference. Nah. It's not what to do sort of in the UK or anything, but it's not ridiculous way of deciding it like. So sort of try and beat the teams around us seems to be the way that'll work. So go through this here now. Maximum squad size 25, normal enough. Minimum 2 players trained at the club for 3 years before 21st, normal enough. There's nothing there really, so there isn't. Transfer windows the 11th of June to the 2nd of September, on the 22nd of January to the... Right, the winter transfer window is a bit later than everywhere else, but fair enough. 10,000 seater stadium, don't have to worry about that. So we don't. I thought there was a rule that you could only actually have a certain amount of players. That's what I'm looking there. Maximum of 6 foreign players in the playing 11. So we'll go through the... We'll go through the 11 here now, just for the time being. Oh well. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foreign players. Right, fair enough. That's not too bad. There's nothing ridiculous there, so I don't know what they're like, but that's the thing. Now we'll go back to this view use. He's crap. I'll probably try and get rid of him, so I will, but the rest of them will all stay. I think the best way to work that is if you're a foreign player, you have to be a first team player or on the bench every game. Say for instance this guy Milanovic, since he cropped up there in the news, you know, he at worst will be my first backup centre back, so I could use a foreign player there, like, but it won't be ridiculous. I think I'm going to end up trying to use Russian players quite a lot here, so I am. Just so I'm not touching anything. And sorry, I just noticed him at right back, 4-star potential, so we'll see what other things work. So this is the idea of the save. There's nothing ridiculous here, like it's just to try and build Sochi up. But right, so taking a flick through here, just anybody think, so they're up. So with 3 centre forwards by the look of it. He's an out and out centre forward. Desmond Paulos is a centre forward who can play in the left wing, and Alexander Cochran, I'll pronounce that as, is a centre forward who can play on both wings. And with Christian Noboa as centre midfield, Miha Melvija, I'm going to butcher these names, but he's centre back, left back, and goalkeeper. I don't like the fact he's 32, but other than that, I've no real issue with that goalkeeper, to be honest. So he should be alright for the first wee while till we get somebody sort of useful coming through. He'd probably be on that there. Goalkeeper and support for the time being. Sorry, sweeper keeper and support, but I'm immediately thinking like a 4-3-3 or something. Just sort of set up things. We'll go. I'm thinking this roughly. So yeah. For the time being. I have to try and get basically with these 3 guys up front. One of which is an 86,000 a week, which I didn't notice before. Hang on, he's on 86 grand a week, and the next guy's on 26.5, and he's unavailable as well for a bit. So we're paying his 86,000 a week, but we're not actually paying any fee. He's 31% of the wage bill. Fair enough. But it's ridiculous. He's unavailable too, actually. For some reason, he's unavailable as well until the 17th of September. But he's an international centre forward, like, so he must be pretty good. Fedor Smolov is a friend of his at centre forward. Pavel Maviv at Rostov. Hold on, he's gone too for some reason. Hold on, that's the same date. So what does he think? He's unavailable. He's unavailable to the 17th to the 9th. And this guy here, Pavel Mamaviv, is right. Right. Sorry, I could say track there, but I think we'll be going 4-3-3 for the time being. So we'll just try and sort of get this sort of worked out for now. But and also on tactics, going to go for a counter-attacking style since we're sort of expected to be near the bottom. So see how that works out. Finance is 4.8 million so far. We're alright. Just prize money for Russian football is right. So we're expected to finish in the playoffs. So 1.24 million upwards. The winner gets 5.5. I don't know what TV or anything is for this year. So right, Zenit have 98 million sponsorship income. I think they're Gazprom or something, aren't they? Something like that. Or do that. That's probably what that is. We're 13th on 850 grand, and FC Ufa, that team in Orenburg, have no sponsorship income. So no, we're not the worst off. We'll see what media prediction of 15th. No, 14th. So right, they reckon these four is going to be the bottom four, and who do they reckon are our key players? Just wait, we're here. But Dianova, who's the goalkeeper, and Mevlja, oh Christ, Miha, we'll call him Miha just for the time being, who's the centre back. So just up through this team, it's pretty much all Zenit back, so it is. So we'll see how that fares out. Trying to compete against that. So I'm just sort of I'm going to end it there. Like, I'm just sort of going to end up not there on here for a while. Like, so I'll try and get. Sorry, the next episode will be the first game of the season and pre-season. At the end of it, not although with 215 grand on transfer budget and no wage budget, so don't be expecting much to be done there. Like. So we'll see how this fares out. We'll should end up being a decent enough series and see how it fares out on the World FM YouTube channel, but nah. Sure, we'll try it anyway. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video, all that sort of usual jazz. By the way, if you just stumbled across this video, feel free, to give criticism or whatever if you want, so long as it's constructive criticism. I don't really mind, to be honest. So if you feel free to do that with any video you see on the channel. But thanks for watching. There should be a clip after this which explains in more detail about Sochi. So thanks for watching and goodbye. Sochi is a Russian city situated on the coast of the Black Sea. During the 20th century, it became a popular holiday destination within the Soviet Union. This is mainly believed to be because Joseph Stalin had a residence within the city and used it for any vacation time which he had. During World War II, soldiers who were injured in the Eastern Front were taken to Sochi to be treated. Sochi began to lose favour as a holiday destination with the collapse of the Soviet Union. However, in recent years has come back and become quite a popular holiday destination again within Russia, and increasingly so with people from outside of the country. The city of Sochi was awarded the rights to host the Winter Olympics of 2014, and this was seen by many people as a success for the city and a successful games. Sochi was also declared one of the host cities for the 2018 World Cup. This meant that the stadium used for the opening and closing ceremony of the 2014 Winter Olympics was repurposed to become a football stadium. In 2014, Sochi played host to the first Russian Grand Prix in Formula 1 and has done every year ever since. To be honest, it's not an overly great race, but I'm not saying Russia shouldn't have a Grand Prix. I'm not even saying Sochi shouldn't have a Grand Prix. It seems like a good enough, decent place from what I've gathered up for this place, but Jesus Christ, it is a boring race. They actually floated the idea at one stage this year of having Sochi play host to two Grand Prix back to back, and to be honest with you, I would rather throw darts at the head of macaque for all the bother it's going to be. I mean, it's good enough for us on the TV, we can sort of turn it off, but it's the Grand Prix of Russia, it's not very exciting, never has been. I think the highlight last year was that Vettel sort of went off on his own, didn't really bother with team orders or anything that he said he was going to. That really says it all, to be honest with you. I can't really ever remember there being an exciting Grand Prix at it, so. All this meant that Sochi had a stadium which was world class, but hadn't really got anything to do left now after the World Cup. It isn't really used in the Grand Prix, it's just a attraction at the side of the track, really. But this meant that they had a white elephant and not really nothing to do with it, so probably the best thing to do would be to find a way of using it regularly. And this idea became that they were going to put a football team into it. Because Sochi has never had much success in football, this meant that the team was going to have to come from outside the city. A team was essentially going to have to be transplanted into the city to use the stadium regularly and get full use out of it. The team of Dynamo St. Petersburg were transplanted from St. Petersburg into Sochi to make use of the stadium. So basically, Sochi FC are essentially a Russian version of MK Dons. Only they've actually been more successful than the MK Dons, and that they've actually made it to the top division at the least, and done it within a couple of years, which actually, to be honest with you, is surprisingly quick. So Sochi are now in the top flight of Russian football. They have a fantastic stadium, and to be honest with you, according to Football Manager, they've very little else. So the idea of the CF is to build that up. They build Sochi into a base where they have properly good training facilities, youth facilities, and they're able to make full use of the stadium. The overall ambition of the CF is eventually to build up the facilities at Sochi so they're the best in Russia, and as well as that, build up the team to be one of the greatest teams in Russia. Only Zenit and CSKA Moscow have previously won European trophies, so that will end up being a long-term ambition, so it will end up winning the European trophy with them, and join them ranks as possibly the greatest teams in Russia in terms of European success. They both previously won the Europa League since the year 2000, so it really is a realistic aim long term, I think, and hopefully we do end up winning the trophy.